Hey guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. They do mean the world to me, and I really appreciate them. This is the daily forecast for all signs. That means it's for anyone who wants to use it. If you don't believe in this stuff or you don't like this kind of content, please just turn it off. No need to leave a nasty comment or any of that. Reason why I say that for my regular viewers, I ran a Facebook ad and they added targets to Facebook ads to try and drive traffic, right? To get more views and potentially more subscribers. And when I use things like tarot readings, psychic, meditation, things like that, I woke up to probably about 20 insults on my business page about how I'm a scam artist and this, that, and the other, and how I'm taking advantage of innocent people and that sort of a thing. So if you are somebody that does not believe in tarot or is not interested in psychic work or doesn't believe it, then don't waste your time watching me. Please just feel free to move on. It's here for those that want to use it. It's here for those that feel as though it makes some sort of sense in their life. It's here to inspire and uplift and hopefully give people hope rather than take advantage. It's generally people that sort of, I've noticed in life, generally those that point the finger in that way are the ones that are the first to partake in the very behavior that they call out. So that's just always been my experience. I've noticed that, like, if you have somebody who's you're dating and they're fearful of you cheating, that's probably because they themselves have the capacity to be a cheater. But that's neither here nor there. For those of you that are interested, though, this is a daily reading that goes on. We couple it with the Sunday reading, which you'll find down in the bottom left-hand corner at the end of this video. So you'll understand what I mean when I refer back to the underpinning energy. That is those cards. If this does not make sense to you or doesn't seem to fit with how you're feeling or what you're thinking about or situations that you're dealing with, that's completely okay. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong or that anything's off track or broken. You just might be working on something different at this time. So it's kind of a take what you need, leave the rest scenario. It's not worth getting hyped up on, and it's certainly not worth worrying about my salvation. I had some messages this morning from a very nice gentleman who was worried about my salvation because tarot cards are the work of the devil, but yet you believe a book that has a man who walked on water. So who knows, like, who's to say what is right anymore? And if God created all of it, right, because he's the creator of the universe, he created both light and dark, good and bad, and he put that capacity inside of all of us. So we need to remember that and treat each other just a little bit more kindly. All right, so let's get into these cards and see. I also say please check out the drop-down menu. In there, it tells you which decks I'm using. It tells you a little bit more about the channel, where else you can find me on social media. It also tells you how to book a private reading if you're interested in getting information that's more specific to you and your particular situation. And that's not scamming anybody. That's a choice that you get to make if you choose to do so. I will never reach out to you asking you to purchase a reading. Never have I ever, nor would I. So the card for today is the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a beautiful card. It's a celebratory card. It is about being honored, being seen, and being heralded. It is, sixes are oftentimes about things coming back into balance after the shift or the disruption of the five energy. Wands is that of the spirit or the element of fire. It's about taking action, feeling empowered, being noticed for whatever may be good deeds or things that you have done in your life where you've made achievements or accomplishments. You might be coming home to something. It could be a homecoming of sorts where you're coming back to a situation with a different, not viewpoint, maybe being seen differently or appreciated more authentically. Does that make sense? Like, in essence, people are seeing you for this star, the very star that this man is jumping up and grabbing, on that horse. They're seeing you from that perspective. They're seeing you and validating you in a way that feels very vibrant and real. I love the heart. I love all of the sunflowers. There's a lot of energy and exuberance to this card. It feels really beautiful to me. So today should be a day where we can lift ourselves up. Yesterday, we did have that hanged man energy, and we have that card, remember, from the beginning of the week of self-sabotage, right? And so we want to make sure that we're not sabotaging the self. And to me, this feels like we're shifting away from that self-sabotage, or we're certainly honoring ourselves in a certain way that is giving ourselves credit where we are due. Now, the Six of Wands is not about ego, right? It's not necessarily about blowing up our own egos and talking about how great we are. It's about allowing ourselves to be truly seen for who we are and appreciated for who we are and accepting that graciously, right? Sometimes it's hard to take a compliment. Sometimes it's hard to see ourselves through the eyes of others because we have such a skewed view of who we might think that we are. Today is a day where we should be able to be seen a little bit more positively. Maybe that's through the eyes of others. We might receive compliments or things of that nature. Take them in, own them, say just thank you, and kind of honor them and accept them as the truth. That would be Six of Wands energy. Don't be like, thanks, yeah, but no. Today is the day where we go, well, thank you for that. Thank you for noticing. And we notice it in ourselves too. We honor ourselves in that way. And similar to this card, like reach for the star that is out there, that you are yourself, right? Give yourself credit where it's due. There's nothing wrong with believing in oneself or treating oneself with a little bit of, kindness and respect, and maybe even putting ourselves first. It's not necessarily a selfish act. It's about if we take care of ourselves, then we're better able to take care of others and help others along. Now, let's see what is in the self-care card. Oh, look who it is. It's our friend Self-Sabotage again. She did come out of the deck inverted, I will say that, which was interesting to me. I don't normally do inversions. It looks like the totality of the deck was inverted, so that was maybe an accident on my behalf. But I'm going to take that inversion slightly into the course of the reading because it doesn't happen often. What it means to me is that remember that she is somewhere in the background here. This idea of self-sabotage, this idea of, do we believe in ourselves? Do we allow ourselves to be seen and heard and appreciated? Do we accept that in, or do we drag ourselves down into the darkness that is this self-sabotage, right? Again, I'm going to point out that this is the theme of this card is the theme of the week, something that we might be working on. There might be some sort of thought system, belief, behavior that we do that gets in our own way, that sabotages our ability to feel free. It doesn't allow us to sort of shine our light. Look at her candle that she's holding. It's been snuffed there, right? Because of the, those skeletons that are surrounding her are probably maybe the more morbid thoughts or negative thoughts of her mind, or the experiences of the past. They can metaphorically stand for that. And those things stop her from being able to sort of shine her light and be true to who she is. I don't believe I read Self-Sabotage on Sunday, so I'm going to read it to you now. It is card number 2, which 2s to me are always about duality or coming together in companionship. This is more about coming together into companionship with ourselves, into a better understanding of who we are and what we're capable of. The Six of Wands would definitely indicate that. Right? And honoring that and allowing others to see that within us, and then accepting that wholeheartedly. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I didn't know you were under there. Self-sabotage. Become conscious of how your inner saboteur functions. You are about to sabotage a big opportunity. Maybe I did read this, but let's just read it again. Now is the time to stop procrastinating and cease focusing your energy on why you are unworthy of wonderful, enriching experiences. When you connect to the saboteur archetype, you begin to recognize all the ways you pass up interesting opportunities and relationships which could make you grow, learn, evolve, and become fulfilled. The saboteur is terrified of change and guards your heart from that which is meaningful to you. with the misguided belief that if you don't try, you can't fail. It forgets that if you don't escape from your comfort zone, you cannot succeed and experience the love and joy which would fulfill you. On the lighter side, the saboteur can help you connect to your intuition and help you to listen to your deeper wisdom. It can assist you in deciphering a potentially dangerous situation from an exciting one. And we see that intuition hidden back there in the moon, and also the wisdom in the white owl that's flying above her. So it's like not all hope is lost. And I also think that that inversion this morning where she came out upside down, it's like sort of a reminder that even though we might be feeling good or we might be riding high on this Six of Wands, we still have that possibility of that self-sabotage sneaking in. So just being aware of it and like acknowledging it and not necessarily allowing it to take us over is going to be key today. The action: take a few deep breaths and become conscious of where in your body you feel like you are limiting yourself. Place your hands on that part of your body. Visualize your saboteur archetype. It may look similar to this card or like a shadow aspect of you. Ask this part of yourself to show you how you miss out on or sabotage your relationships, career, money, health, and any other aspects of your life where you are not fulfilled. Become aware of your patterns. Make a commitment to yourself to stop focusing on to start focusing on your strengths rather than your weaknesses, and welcome new experiences into your life. Focusing on those strengths would be this Six of Wands energy, reaching for the stars, using our heart and the energy and optimism of these sunflowers to be our guide. Remember this week that grounding stone for this week is that idea of joy. So we want to keep that as our sort of underpinning energy and all of that. Here is the grounding stone for today. We want to ground in this as we go through this day on the 21st, which is strength. This is actually the traditional day of Yule too, just so you guys know. So grounding in our own personal strength is going to be key today. It will help us to move through here in a way where we can see our gifts and our attributes from a more positive angle, i.e. this Six of Wands energy, rather than be more fearful or worrisome or in avoidance like the self-saboteur wants us to be. And remember, come midweek, we've got that Ace of Pentacles where something new should be coming in materially, some new opportunity, some new shift, some new change, some, new, viewpoint of how we see our life or how we live our life should be beginning to take place this week. And this would be a beautiful time to do it, especially with it being right after the full moon, which is all about release. And then, Yule and Christmas being about the end of this week on the 25th, about being the birth of a child or rebirth, right? So it is like this sort of death and rebirth cycle that is happening right now. So get with it, guys, and be strong in it. Resonate in that joy. Be aware of your strengths. Yesterday's stone also was health, keeping our mental health, our emotional health, our spiritual health still as a focus. Today too wouldn't hurt at all, because that would also help to keep us in this place of our, with a focus of our own personal strength, what we've been through, the struggles of our past, not allowing them to hold us back, but actually using them to like sort of jump towards the future, like we see this gentleman on the horse in the Six of Wands doing. Does that make sense? I hope it does. That is your forecast for the day. If you did enjoy it, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Share the video out with your friends that can use it, or to any groups that might like it. Please don't share it anywhere where it's not welcome. I'm not here to sort of push people towards watching my videos. I just want them to go where they belong. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.